I would just say, don't put too much pressure on yourself to get like a Pulitzer Prize winning story like in your first year. Just get the grasp of just being a good journalist and staying on top of the news, looking ahead to the next week, thinking about what themes are popping up.
At the end of the day, you are a storyteller, especially if you want to do politics. You have to figure out how to marry the politics, the policy, and the people.
I didn't realize that journalism was my calling until I got to Howard University and I started doing classes that invoked my ability to ask the tough questions, to ask the right questions, especially when it came to people in my community. I was born in the US, but I moved back to Sri Lanka at a very early age. And so I noticed that a lot of my friends in the US did not really know too much about Sri Lankan news, only when we were going through such a big incident. And so I really got inspired to want to go into foreign correspondency, to be somebody that can educate the public and have that privilege to tell the news and to tell everybody what's going on in the world, wherever it is.
I think that today really showed that you just need to dive headfirst in with journalism. And honestly, with I think a lot of different careers it's true, but in journalism in particular, you have to have the confidence and the boldness to go up to random people and start, badgering them with questions about things. And you have to be okay with being a little bit annoying and being confident enough in what you're doing to just go for it. And that's true in reporting. It's true in trying to get a job. It's true in, every aspect of journalism. And when people see you doing that, they respect you.
I was inspired to major in journalism because I grew up watching the news after school. My dad always had on MS Now, back when it was MSNBC. And I really took an interest in politics. And as I interned and volunteered on several different political campaigns, I realized I was really interested in what the journalists that were working with our campaigns and writing about our campaigns were doing. And so took an interest in political journalism and have kept that ever since.
I think one thing that's different from long ago is that students will bring more of themselves in terms of their authenticity and being genuine in terms of their storytelling. And I think that's true for those who have diverse experiences, diverse identities. They're really bringing who they are and their personality into their work. And I think that's important because that's something that people want to see. And so I think students bringing their own experiences into their storytelling is a positive thing.